K-pop, K-dramas, you name it. The whole world seems to be captivated by Korean culture right now. And with that popularity, there's just been this explosion of information online. But let's be real, how much of it can you actually trust? Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and show you how to find the real story straight from the official sources.
And that's the big question, isn't it? When you get curious about something, you're immediately hit with this tidal wave of blogs, social media posts, and videos. Which is great, it's exciting, but man, it can also be seriously overwhelming. It is so tough to figure out what's accurate and what's just someone's opinion.
So here's what it really boils down to. You've got two different worlds. On one side, you have all that social media chatter. It's fast, it's completely unfiltered, and a lot of it is just based on personal experience. But on the other side, you've got official guidance. This stuff is structured, it's been verified, and it comes directly from the cultural authorities in Korea. And that is exactly where we're going to focus.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We've talked about the problem, and now we're going to dive into 3 key official resources. Think of them as your compass for travel, your window into the society, and then the main source itself. After that, we'll wrap it all up by talking about why this is all so important.
First up, for anyone out there who's dreaming of a trip to Korea, or even if you're just curious about what it's really like to be there, you absolutely need a reliable guide. So think of this as your starting point for a journey that's both practical and respectful.
Your first and honestly your best stop is this website right here, english.visitkorea.or.kr. Now, this isn't just another travel blog. This is the official portal from the Korea Tourism Organization, and it was designed specifically for curious explorers just like you.
And the whole purpose of this site is way more than just helping you book a hotel. It gives you official guidance on travel customs and cultural etiquette. For instance, you can learn all about dining rules or the proper way to talk to elders. All those little details that help you travel not just as a tourist, but as a really thoughtful and considerate guest.
But what if your interest goes a little deeper than just a vacation? What if you really want to understand the society, the arts, the daily life that's behind all the amazing culture you see? For that, you're going to need a different kind of window.
And here is that window, korea.net. This is the government's official multi-language portal. It's way less about tourism and much more about the country itself. Its people, its policies, its stories, and just the overall cultural pulse.
See, its purpose is much broader. It's all about offering official guidance on Korean society and culture. This is the place where you can read about everything from a cool new art exhibit in Seoul all the way to the history behind national holidays. It really gives you the context behind the culture.
All right, so we've got the guide for travelers and the window into the society. Now let's go directly to the source. I'm talking about the ultimate authority that oversees the entire country's cultural landscape.
This is it, the big one. This is the official English language website for the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. This is the actual government body that's responsible for setting cultural policy. You literally cannot get any more direct than this.
This little phrase really says it all. When you want the absolute most definitive information, the foundational policies, the official perspective on Korean culture, this is where you go. It's the primary source that actually informs all the other resources we've just looked at. So we have these 3 fantastic official resources. But why is it so important to actually use them? Why not just stick to social media? Well, it really comes down to 2 huge things: respect and accuracy. Using these official sources lets you do 3 really key things. First, you get accurate insight, without all the myths and distortions. Second, you show real cultural respect because you're learning from the culture's own representatives. And third, once you have that solid knowledge, you can explore, whether that's online or in person, with genuine confidence. And that's really the main takeaway here. Your curiosity is a valuable thing. It deserves to be fed with information that's authentic, that's respectful, and that you can actually trust. Choosing your sources carefully is always the first step in any meaningful journey to understand a culture.
So there you have it. You've got the toolkit, the compass for travel, the window into society, and the ultimate primary source. The path from all that online chatter to clear official guidance is wide open. The only question left is, what are you going to discover first?